I'm happy. Now I'm sad. Now I'm angry. Now I'm disgusted. No, I'm nervous. What is all these emotions I am feeling? And where are they coming from? We're going to find out in less than a week. Because Inside Out is coming out this Friday. So it's time for me to do my thoughts going into it. And normally this would be the part where I say what I thought of the first one, or the previous ones, or the original. But there's none of that. Inside Out is a straight up original film. I mean, the most I could do is just talk about Pixar, but I honestly don't have that much to say about them. Not because I haven't seen a lot of Pixar, but because I more or less am in agreement with everyone else on all the films. You know, they had their golden age up to Toy Story 3, and then after that, they just started making good and okay films, and they really haven't been on their game the way Disney has lately. And when I say Disney, I mean Disney Animation with Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, and most recently with Big Hero 6, and they have Zootopia coming out, which looks really good. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really good. This is not just my most anticipated animated film, not just my most anticipated film of the summer, but my most anticipated film of the year, even more so than The Force Awakens. And the reason why is because this is such a First off, you know, there's that part of me that holds out hope that this could be Pixar's comeback and their first really good film, because it's been 5 years since the last time I saw a Pixar movie that blew me away, and 6 years since the last one that was an original one. And those are up in Toy Story 3, in case you were wondering. And sorry, I thought I heard something. And this is a really unique and creative concept. It's sort of going back to Pixar, going back to their roots, back when they did all those original creative what-if ideas, like, what if our toys are alive? What if there are monsters in our closet? And this is sort of playing to the ideas, what if there are people inside our heads that cause our emotions? Which ironically, I always had a similar thought when I was a little kid, like there were people inside of me. So it's really cool to see them embrace that. And it's going to lead to, and it has so much potential to lead to a lot of great storytelling, because you have all these different personalities clashing with each other, and they can all bounce off each other and play off each other. And I'm just really interested to see these characters interact with each other. And it also lends itself well to a variety of emotions. We can have some really happy and funny moments, but we can also have some serious and depressing moments. And I'm really interested to see where all that goes. I mean, with a concept this creative and a team behind it who's this good, because the people involved in this worked on some of my favorite Pixar films, I can't see this being any worse than okay. Even with the recent Pixar films, they were still enjoyable, and I'm glad I saw them. It's just they weren't as good as most of their other stuff. There's only like one Pixar film that was a complete waste of my time, and that was Cars 2, and I don't think this is going to be that. It would really have to try to beat Cars 2 level of disappointing. But yeah, I feel like regardless of how it is, I feel like I'm going to just walk out glad I saw it. I mean, there's only like two things this film is going against it critically. Number one is the fact that Pixar has made so many great films that the pressure's on to make this one just as good, if not better, than those. And also the fact that, you know, Pixar quite hasn't been on their game lately. Again, as I said earlier, it's been so long since there was a Pixar film. Like, this isn't the 2000s anymore, where every year you'd have like a Pixar film to look forward to, and it would look really good, and it would just blow away all the other competition. Now we're in sort of an era where Pixar's just sort of, they're there, but they don't really have a presence. Or they make films, but they don't get as much buzz. I mean, they'll make money, but they don't much. And it's sad when you know what Pixar has done in the past to see them in the state where they are and everything. It's like Disney and Pixar have sort of switched places, because in the 2000s, Disney would make movies, and they wouldn't get much attention. Like in 2003, no one was talking about Brother Bear. Everyone was talking about Finding Nemo. In 2004, everyone was talking about The Incredibles, and no one was talking about Home on the Range. And now it's the opposite. Disney's making the really good films, which have hit Pixar quality, such as Big Hero 6, which I just saw a couple days ago, and yeah, I thought it was a Pixar quality. And Frozen, which was amazing. But seriously though, 2013, Disney makes Frozen, completely blows everyone away. Monsters University came out a few months ago. No one's talking about Monsters University by the end of 2013. Everyone's talking about Frozen. So yeah, no pressure, Pixar. You just have to make your comeback and live up to your great films. Financially, I think this film's going to do fine. It's been well marketed. It's Disney. You know, it has this widespread appeal to children, teenagers, like adults, and I feel like it'll do exceptionally well if it's really good. Because if it gets really good reviews and people love it, and this is like the next Frozen or something, like if it's a phenomenon like their previous films, then word of mouth is going to make this film like make money fast, which I really hope is what happens. Because I want to see Pixar back on their game. I don't want Pixar to be like the B team and Disney Animation to be the A team. But okay, I guess at the same time, I'm glad there is at least an A team at Disney. But you know, knowing what Pixar was, I want to see that bounce back, and we just look back at that other period as like those embarrassing years. Or it's not like DreamWorks, where occasionally we'll get something really good, but most of the time it's just sort of alright. So yeah, will I go see this film? Yes, I'm going to try and see this. I mean, assuming nothing works out scheduling or wise, like, I'm going to try and make an effort to go see this, because I am a huge Pixar fan. This is, like, again, my most anticipated film, so of course I want to go see it. So yeah, I'm not seeing Jurassic World this weekend. Got to save up my time and money for Inside Out. So, are you pumped for Inside Out? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Like, dislike, subscribe. And there's going to be a link to my website description, so you can look up reviews there of like my Disney films and that I've reviewed, and Pixar films I've reviewed. If you're curious what I thought of any of the Pixar films, just comment. And assuming it's not on my website, because some of them are like Finding Nemo and The Incredibles. But if there's a Pixar movie on there that I haven't reviewed, and you want to know what I thought of it, just leave a comment below, and I'll just quickly say what I thought. So hopefully Inside Out will be the film of the summer. Hopefully it'll be that comeback, that hit Pixar needs. But we'll have to wait and see, so fingers crossed. But until then, this is JStar360 signing out.